What's up guys? Today we're going to do a frame swap. This frame is busted. It took less than 30 minutes to break it at 4 places and I broke 2 props. I'm gonna use betafpv, one of their frame. They have lots of different frames. They're quite the same, but I decided to use this one. We're going to drill these. As you can see, this is bigger. I've already drilled them. This is the traditional hole. Since there's a big C-clip, you need to drill it. So you just take your drill. Then I take an X-Acto knife and I remove the plastic. Now that that is done, I still have some plastic residue, so I'm gonna use my soldering iron to remove that and make it super clean. So people who have this frame, they know to insert batteries. You have this 3D printed part, which is okay, it does the job, but you can lose it. And I know from a fact that I can come up with a better solution. But for this frame, you cannot put that part. So I designed this specifically for this frame. And there's an arrow here, and there's an arrow at the bottom. They point in the same direction. So you insert that part like this, boom. Check this out. Now, one of the tricks is to actually put the top battery first. There you go. And now when you remove the battery, this won't come out. We are now ready for assembly. Now that we have the battery holder in place, we'll put the main flight controller. The antenna. Probably gonna place it behind this to make sure it's not in the way of the battery, so when you place the battery, it doesn't touch that wire, it doesn't break off. Okay, there you go. I want to make sure this is waterproof, so I'm going to use some dry drone. It's a chemical that you put on the component of your electronic to make it waterproof. So I'm going to take my time and apply this all over the PCB. And it's recommended not to put it over the gyro. Could affect its performance. Now for the buzzer, it comes with this double-sided tape. You have to make sure the foam does not touch the gyro. So let's put the screws for the canopy. So you can see here, we're gonna here we go. We're gonna do the same thing here. Put the screw inside. Now the only one we need is the one at the back. And the camera, as you can see, there's a lot of, can still move. You know, you can still tilt it. Third screw. So As you can see, I'm lifting this so I can at least see if the screw is aligned with the frame. There we go. So this is still great. One thing that I don't like about that even though this idea of adjustable, to be able to adjust it, works really well, it's awesome, but every time you crash it just moves and moves and moves, and it always need to readjust. Sometimes the camera is really ducked down, sometimes it's too up. It's really solid though, and I'm gonna fly it as is, and after that I'm gonna probably cut the extra plastic here. I'm gonna cut the tail here, make it lighter, because you don't need those extra piece of plastic. And the antenna, I'm gonna solder a wire, something really short, and it's going to go inside, because this one day will break. Now we need to install the motors. In my case, I did reverse the prop, so they spin outside of the, like this. Boom. So let's do that. Is that it? Wow, that's it. So yeah, the proper spinning in the proper direction. That's it. Let's put some batteries in. The original frame, I think the design is okay. It's just that it's the plastic they have selected that is really poor. It's very, very symmetrical. I like it. There's some weird thing, you know, this goes here and this strut goes here. This is symmetrical to here and this is symmetrical to here. So the guy, when he did this CAD design, he did a mirror or something that wasn't that great. But the rest, you know, everything here is very, very symmetrical. It's good. Versus where these guys, I don't understand the explanation of these strut right here, you know. They should have done something very symmetrical here, not have a point of attachment here and here, while this guy only has one. So yeah, that's different compared to this guy, you know. Boom, 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 and in the middle. So yeah, let's get flying.